Barbance was back on pole position in Abu Dhabi, his fastest lap 3/10 clear of Smith behind. Zyros was one of the favourites for pole, however he was unable to improve on his time, so starts third. Swifty takes his best starting position of P4, and the Chosen starts P5 on his debut.
Berkey off the track there, finding his way through on the Rebel, might have to give that position back though. Shuriken dropping down the order in the background as well. And now down towards turn 9. Berkey fighting with Mars. I think he had to drop back a little bit there into turn 9. Mars round the outside on the Mercedes. Can he get this move done? Onto the power. Berkey just looks like he's edged ahead. Orax fighting with the Red Bull as well. Berkey holding on to P5 for now though into turn number 12. Just about ahead of the Haas, who is also just about ahead of the Red Bull. Very close between all the drivers. Further behind. Berkey going for it on Orax. The Chosen going for it on Mars, and maybe even Swifty as well into the braking zone, gets himself up, but then on the exit losing some positions. He had a spin potentially, looks like he might have made a slight mistake on the exit. It's allowed ICU to get through as well, and now he's up to P7 fighting with his teammate down into turn number 9. Barbance back up into the race lead once again. ICU and Mars fighting wheel to wheel into turn 9, keeping it nice and clean. The two Haas drivers, Berkey and Orax, also fighting down into turn 12, wheel to wheel still. And ICU slots in just ahead of his teammate. And now here comes Barbance round the outside of Zyros, back up to P1. These two working together at the front very nicely. Orax putting some pressure on ICU. These two fighting into turn 9 as well. Lots of moves happening into turn 6 and turn 9. Here comes Mars up the inside of Orax, now making it Haas 4-5. The two Haas cars, all contacts there between Orax and ICU. Hopefully no damage on the Aston Martin. But as I was just saying, these two Haas cars working together very nicely. Mars just trying to stick it around the outside of the Aston Martin. Can't quite hold on though, has to slot back in behind. And then Berkey right on the back as this fight as well. These guys very eager to make up some positions. Those leaders still starting to pull a bit further away. Now the gap to 3.5 seconds. Heading through the final corner now. Sert leads us away here for the start of lap 19. Barbance can't overtake him before the line. Here comes Zyros already alongside it and getting ahead of Kilzer down into turn 1. Kilzer trying to swoop his way around the outside, trying as best he can to help his teammate out, but by the time they get to turn 2, Zyros is already ahead of the Kicksauber. He tried as best he could to hold him up, but he couldn't do much. Sert now under pressure from Barbance down into turn 5. And here comes Kilzer down the inside, making it 3 wide. Barbance, Zyros and Kilzer all fighting together. There's wing damage flying off one of the cars there. And here we go now, down towards turn number 6. Sert's going to be under pressure from Barbance. Orax is up to P3. A really nice exit from him as they make their way down. Kills are losing lots of positions though into the braking zone now. Barbance leads from Orax, then Sert in third. Zyros now fighting with him. More wing damage flying off in the background as well. Zyros fights his way through, elbows out, racing wheel to wheel. Now down towards turn number 9 with Sert. No DRS for now. Orax right on the back of Barbance. ICU's out of the race. Crash, I think, coming out of turn 9 potentially. Kills are now outside the points. Those hard tyres really not working for him. Sert is in P7 currently, just about hanging on, but he's got Mars behind, who's going to be pushing hard, and we're going to go 3 wide, down into turn 6. Zyros up the inside, Orax in the middle, Barbance on the outside. Very messy as they make their way through. Zyros up into the race lead, Orax in P2, Barbance loses 2 positions, and now that Barbance is behind, these two can try and work together maybe to use their tyre advantage. We've got a car off, that's gold, down at the chicane. He's made a mistake, he's on the grass. And now here comes Barbance round the outside of Zyros into turn number 9. This is his chance. Orax going to try it. Sends it up the inside on Zyros. Trying to squeeze his way through into P2. Can't quite get it done there though. Not a great exit. Could give Smith a chance to get in on this as well. But looks like Orax is just going to hold on to P3 for now. Barbance up into the race lead though. Are these mediums starting to die off a little bit? Could this be Barbance's chance to pull away here as we come through the final sector? Barbance out in front, driving a commanding race from that final safety car. Managed to hold on, managed to make the overtakes when it was important. He pulled a very nice gap, starting the final lap of the race up to 8/10, and he holds on to the race win. Across the line, Barbance wins round 2. Zyros comes home in P2. Orax takes up another podium. P3 for him, Smith 4th, Mars 5th. And we'll look further back to the rest of them as they fight. F1 Alex and Jess is up to the line. Alex just about holding on to it. Shuriken gets the final points as a result of the penalties. But yeah, there we go. There is the order. Barbance, Zyros, Orax, Smith, Mars, Berkey, Dark Viper, Sert, The Chosen and Shuriken rounds out your top 10. Alex, Jettas, Lay, Swifty and Kilza, the 5 who don't score points.
We had close battles at the front throughout the race, with Zyros, Smith and Barbans battling for the race win. After a few safety cars, we had a 3-lap shootout to decide the race. Barbans managed to make the overtake on lap 28 and was able to defend from Zyros to pick up his first win of Season 3. Zyros held on to P2 and Orax picked up P3.